I'm not gonna sit here and LARP like I'm the greatest RCB fan where I diligently watch every match. I do watch it from time to time, and IPL this year kind of had its ups and downs because first of all, the viewership of IPL this year had dropped by a lot, which was like around 20%, which considering that there are a billion people in India, it's a lot. Now right out of the bat, I don't know why GT lost the match. It's because Nehra was cutting his nails in the evening. That is a sign of ill omen. You don't cut your nails in the evening. Now I do feel sad for GT because I know they had like a little bit of issue traveling and stuff, and the schedule was all over the place. And I think the reason why the schedule was all over the place was because they wanted the final to be on a Sunday, because on a Sunday the viewership is usually high. But I don't want it to be at like a disadvantage for a team. GT wasn't probably at its best because it was traveling and they had like back-to-back matches, but hey, the final is done and dusted, so no reasons to give, I guess. But before talking about the final, I do want to talk about some of the other players, some of the other moments in the IPL this year. My man Hardik Pandya had a devastating season. Bro was basically depressed for the entire season. I know people blame like everybody else on the team, like bro, nobody's playing the game to lose. Everybody who's playing the game is playing to win. Like there's no point in blaming anyone else. It's just things don't fall into the right place. Like I remember back in the day when RCB had like Chris Gale, freaking KL Rahul, AB de Villiers, Shane Watson, Virat Kohli, all these straight up star elite players, and they had a major oopsie. They didn't have the best of the best seasons that year. I don't know if they reached finals or what, but still like they didn't cross the finish line even having like such an elite team. It's just like some seasons the pieces just don't fall into place for you to come out on top, and that's okay. It's just I just don't like this whole epidemic of people blaming an individual or like a team or like a group of player and like, oh, they're purposefully sabotaging the game. Brother, nobody in the world is playing a game to lose. Their ego and pride, especially if you're a cricketer, in a country like India where every other boy's dream is to become a cricketer, their pride and ego are through the roof, as it should be. And nobody out there is playing to lose. They're all playing to win. So stop blaming people. But then let's come to Boy Wonder, freaking Vaibhav Suryavanshi, absolute talent. And people are really hyped to see this guy. He's just 15 or 16 years old, whatever his age is. And he's such a phenomenon in what he does. And it's crazy that he had like freaking consistent runs throughout the season. Finished on top with orange cap. Basically left the finals with a plethora of trophies in his cabinet, which I'm really happy for him. He certainly deserves it. And coming back to our star player, Mr. Tim David, the guy who literally sweeps through the cricket ground. This guy gave zero the entire season. Bro is the sole reason that RCB lost the Fair Play Award this season. I think we were like at the bottom or like the last but one of the bottom. He was on another level doing the most wacky shit. Rajat Patidar, the freaking Hamza of Team RCB, under his, I think, captaincy, I think he captained RCB last year as well. The year before, I think it was Faf. And every time Rajat Patidar has captained RCB, his record is clean. It's 2 for 2 for him. Before going forward, there's like this huge debate of like how toxic the fandom of RCB is and stuff. Now, I don't personally consider myself to be like a huge fan of RCB. It's an amazing team and I live in Bangalore, so I like RCB. There's not like I don't watch cricket that diligently, but I do enjoy interacting with things that people are together passionate about. Like for example, Pokemon cards. I didn't watch Pokemon growing up. I don't get anything about that genre. I don't get anything about that franchise. And seeing people crazed for like these cardboard cards, it just blows my mind. But I do respect that because a huge bunch of people, a huge plethora of people are very passionate towards that property and franchise. So anything that people are passionate towards, that they have like a huge following where they're not usually hurting people in the course of being passionate of, I'm all in for that. And IPL is one of those things. I do feel sad, like really, really sad for Sai Sudarshan. Although he played for GT, although he played against RCB in the final, he got out in qualifier 1 and the eliminator both by a hit wicket, which is crazy to think about. Somebody needs to get this man a new set of gloves, a new set of grips, because that's like winning the lottery 2 times in a row. Like, how does that even happen? I just feel sad for him. Hopefully, like, he doesn't do that anymore. I feel like for me at least, the IPL ends in like the league season, because I read a stat somewhere that 100% of the people who qualify the top of the table usually end up winning, and that stat has been true ever since 2018. And let me get this right. Q1 winners of the table have a 100% success rate in the IPL since 2018, while if you consider it from 2011, only 3 teams who have qualified as Q2 have won the IPL. So essentially, if you qualify at the top of the table, it's just like a huge probability that you will end up actually winning the IPL. So for me at least, the IPL is essentially over in the league stage, but I get why people are excited for like the eliminator round, although the stats are clearly not on your side. But again, that's a conversation to had in and of itself. My favorite bowler in RCB is not Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, is not Hazelwood. It's freaking Krunal Pandya. This man is the best fast bowler in the entire IPL. He has been throwing bouncers out of bouncers. And the reason that I read online is because the pitches in India are quite flat, which favor like fast bowlers, and spinners usually don't have an edge on these pitches. So Krunal Pandya is just improvising, which, okay, I guess. He was also a generational player this year. Absolute phenomenal. And there's all these murmurs about RCB fans being like totally rowdy. He's just like a troll, a misery to human existence. And some cases, I agree, there are some times where some of the people out there do get obnoxious, but that's true for like every fandom out there. Look at what happened in Paris when PSG won. For like a few days straight, their streets were filled and cars were burning, people were injured, and obviously all these are bad, and comparing bad apples to bad apples helps no one. But I'm just saying that this sort of toxic fandom of at least like a small subset of the entire fandom does exist for like every franchise out there, and it's not just like restricted to like one sport or like one team. It's just universal. You can't really do much about it. Obviously, I would hope that everybody out there is safe, and obviously I would hope that you celebrate your sport and your victory in a way that doesn't affect anyone else, but we don't live in an ideal world. What do you gotta do? Anyways, that's about it. I'll probably be making like an IPL recap sort of stuff every year from this year going forward. So every year once the IPL wraps up, I'll be making like a follow-up video just to give my peace of mind, I guess. I'll do that for F1 as well, because I've been diligently following the F1 as well, so hopefully looking forward to both of these. And I just want to end up with saying Isaranu Kapnam there. See you.